We can only change reflection in the mirror by acting on what is reflected in the mirror, which is our state of being. That's the reason why we are called human beings, because it's all about what we are. It's all about our state of being that is reflected, and the external world is just giving us feedback of what we are inside. Hi everyone, I am Kevlan. I'm a healer and a teacher, and today I have a personal message I wanted to talk about, and that the reason why I'm making this video is really to give a personal message to the people who are currently afraid of the current state of the world or the future because of what has been happening in the political or geopolitical or economy war. People are getting worried and they are really addicted or really focused on this external reality. So just wanted to share my perspective, share my insights as to what has been happening and how can we actually change the world for the better. So if we look at the last hundreds of years, we've been conditioned and led to believe that the external reality is just the only thing that is real. And as a result of this, we have a tendency to really focus on the external world, to focus on what has been happening outside of us, whether it's our own life or at the collective level. And based on what we see, what we perceive at the collective or in this external world, is going to affect how we feel, is going to affect how we are, is going to affect how we react to the outside world. So we've been led to believe that the external world is the only thing that is real, and the inside or the internal world is just a reflection of the external world. So if we look at, and it goes back to pretty much what I've explained to you in different videos, if I just step back a little bit and look at the science and look at what I've been teaching in my past videos, is, if you remember, we have this field of information, and whether it's, at the individual level, the collective level, we all have this field of information around us. The external world, as we perceive it, is just a reflection of this field of information that we have around us. So this field of information that is known as a biofield or the energy body has been mentioned for thousands of years by ancient civilizations and ancient teachings. And the external world is just a reflection of this field of information. So basically what has been happening what is currently happening at the collective level, this big story, this big play that is playing, outside of us, is just a reflection of the current state of being of the collective consciousness. So it's just like we're watching a mirror. So the outside is just a mirror of what we are at the individual and at the collective level. It's just a mirror. So just imagine you just watch yourself, you watch the reflection of yourself in a mirror, and then you don't like the reflection of yourself in the mirror. What are you going to do? Are you going to break the mirror, hoping that the reflection will be different? Are you going to change the mirror, hoping that the reflection will be different? Or are you going to be changing what is reflected in the mirror? So that's basically how this is the only way we can change the world. And a lot of people are addicted to this external world, and they are getting worried, and they are going to try to force an outcome. They are going to try to compete. They are going to try to protest, or they're going to try to resist, or even going to vote for a change. And no matter what they do, the world is still the same. The collective reality is still going into that direction, and we're still, getting worried about what's been happening at the collective level. We don't have to resist. We do not have to protest. We do not have to vote, because again, it's as if we're trying to change the reflection by acting on the reflection instead of acting on the thing that is reflected. I always call the external world in my own reality the feedback. So I just to give you an analogy, just imagine, just think of a computer, and you want to write a word, using the computer. So you're going to use a keyboard and type the word using the keyboard, and then you're going to have a feedback. The feedback is the screen. So you're going to be able to see in your screen what you're currently typing. So the feedback is the screen. So if you don't like what you see in the screen, or if you see, oh, I made a mistake in the screen, then you're going to change or try to force something in the screen. You're going to just use a keyboard and then change, because the screen is just a reflection, is just a feedback of what you're currently writing using the keyboard. So the external world is the exact same thing. It's just a mirror of what we are inside and nothing else. So we cannot change the reflection in the mirror by changing the mirror or trying to force something, modifying, changing, or whatever, breaking the mirror. We can only change reflection in the mirror by acting on what is reflected in the mirror, which is our state of being. That's the reason why we are called human beings, because it's all about what we are. It's all about our state of being that is reflected, and the external world is just giving us feedback of what we are inside. So at the collective level, the only way we can change the world, and if I look at the different communities and truthful communities, and we have a tendency to externalize everything, and we are in the wait or in the expectation that something is going to happen, whether it's an event, someone is going to come to save us. So having a savior, and we are in that wait. Oh, wait, someone is going to come and change the world. I'm going to vote for that person because he's going to change the world. He's going to change the collective story. Not knowing that if you don't change what is reflected, no matter what things you're going to do outside of you, is not going to change anything. The same story will just keep repeating until we change what is reflected. So I invite everyone to realize this truth, because until we realize the truth, we're not going to change the world. We're not going to change the collective story. It starts with ourselves. It starts with realizing that what we see outside of us is just a mirror of what we are inside. It's just a mirror of our current state of being. So you do not have to force something outside. Just embody the change. Be what you want to see in the world. That's the reason why Gandhi said that a while ago, is because he understood that the nature of reality. He understood that the external world was just a reflection of our inner state. So if you want to see peace in the world, then you need to embody the peace. You need to be the peace we all long for. We all long for abundance. We all long for freedom. We all long for health. We need to embody all of these things in order to see them and reflect them into the external world. We can't, and again, we can't change the external world by changing ourselves. It all starts inside. It's really from the inside out. There is no other way. So who are you when you're just with yourself? Are you embodying this peace? Are you at peace with yourself? Or are you not? Who are you when you're with yourself? Are you feeling free or are you not? That's all those questions. And again, it doesn't matter what you do. We're not human doings. It's about who you are at the core. It's about what you embody every single day when the world is not seeing you, when you are just by yourself, looking at yourself in the mirror. What are you embodying? Are you embodying the peace you want to see in the world? Are you embodying health you want to see in the world? Are you embodying this abundance you want to see in the world? That's where it starts. It doesn't start by going out and protest. It doesn't start by voting and hoping that a savior or someone else is going to change the world for us. It doesn't start by resisting this current reality, because it's just a reflection. Again, it's just a mirror and a feedback of our current state of being. And the beauty is because we are all connected. So that's why we have this collective story, this collective reality, this collective external world that we see, this big play. but at the same time, we all have our own story, our own reality, our own play that we call our life. So at the end of the day, you have to detach yourself from this big collective reality or this big play that is outside of us, because it doesn't matter what is going to happen at the collective level. What matters is what you do every single day, what you are, I should say, not what you do, but what you are every single day, what you embody every single day. Because you can live in heaven at the individual level, even if the collective level is hell. Because again, you are the one creating your own reality, and your life is going to show you, and it's going to to direct you to what you need to change if you don't like something in your external world, if you don't like the reflection of what's happening inside of you. So use that feedback, look at the mirror, and start changing what is reflected if you don't like it. Start with your life, start with yourself, embody, be that person, and then light up the candle. And with one candle we can light 1,000. So start with yourself, be that change, embodying, work on yourself, and really focus on your own reality, because it doesn't matter what will happen at the collective level, because as long as you are doing this, as long as you're embodying all the things you want to see in your external world, then you will live your best life no matter what is happening at the collective level. So that was my personal message, just to help people and make them realize, because until it's realized, nothing is going to change. If we look at the last 5 years, 4 years, people have been so much in the expectation that something is going to happen or someone is going to save us, that things have been delayed and delayed and delayed. Because if you're in the expectation that someone is going to save us, then the reflection will be always someone is going to save us or someone is going to save you. That will be the reflection of your current energy state. So you're just going to be, the universe is going to send you more and more being in the weight, more and more being in the weight of a savior, and time will go by and you'll still see, and you'll still be in the weight, still be waiting for something, until you decide to change the story from the inside out. If you need some help with that, I invite you to check out my book on Amazon, The Science of Breaking Free. I really provide a framework on how to start your inner transformation journey, how you can start from the inside out. So I really provide the knowledge to help you realize and integrate that understanding before. And then I also provide you a framework and some modalities and techniques you can start implementing with your life in order to change little by little your inner state of being and change the reflection of what you're going to see in your external world. If you also need some help, I left out in the comments my website. You can contact me, send me a message if you want to have a chat with me, and then if you want to work with me. So don't hesitate to shoot me a message here. If you like this video, I invite you to subscribe to my channel, to like. It always helps if you can like the videos, a thumb up. That will be really appreciated. And for now, I'll see you in the next one.